gave them bicycles so that they can go to village and they can work with those people. What are the needs in the village? How to keep the village clean? How to, pull up the garbage at a single point and how to dispose it off. And then, if at all there is no water, and how to create a water source there, and how to keep the available water clean so that it becomes the potable water. And there are some villages which are not really reachable during the rains, because when the rain comes, the whole area will be watered and the area where people live becomes maroon. Water will be around, there won't be any access to the other land to come, to go like that, till the water is there. But when there is no water, no drop of water. But when it is rain, then a lot of water comes as a big flow, and then that's it. That's how it happens. So we give them training to identify the problems and to note down them and to come to us bringing those details so that we will be just providing some facilities so that they can get some governmental aid. Sometimes government may not be able to give, so we pull up some other sources and then provide the facilities that are required. Suppose some protected water is required in a small village, so we contact some person and then we provide the protected water facility in the particular village like that. Whatever the things that are required, they are identified. So there are some local politicians, some local leaders also, how to coordinate with them. Suppose if you are going to a village and identifying the health issues, then there may be some local RMP doctors like who are practicing in those areas. They may get offended around. These people came as competitors to us. They may be, taking care of our business. Then they may become, the hurdles for us to move. So how to take them also into consensus, how to work with those people. There are many governmental organizations which are meant for that purpose but really not working. So taking the help of those people, they may not help us really, but we always try to say, you are the ones doing the whole thing. But this one becomes a facilitator to bring them all together and work with them. That is how just we are trying to give training. The first part of training is 2 months, is over, and we picked up 30 persons, and the target of each person is 10 tandas. That's the maximum. So ultimately we choose 100 tandas to work, and all the 30 were given bicycles. Now they are in the process of identifying the requirements of those areas, of those villages. The second phase starts in September. So they come out with the data of what is really there, what is not there, how many people are helping, and how many teams they are able to build up, and so on and so forth. And then the second phase of training again starts for them, because they get some kind of experience now. So with experience, what they need to learn to really implement the work. That's the second phase of training starts during September. Now they are working with the villages and villagers. And we call it as a care on wheels. So the chase money is used like for those people in creating some basic infrastructural facilities for those people in the deep forests.
One of the things that we all know is Swamiji is very good at Q&A. Don't ask him C++ questions, but
we don't know them.
Surprisingly, he is more technical than many people I have seen, although he appears this way in his current state. But please, if you have any questions, any type of question, you can ask him, and he would certainly express his opinions. You can pass around the mics. So.
Because currency, the question is, why do we need currency at all? We don't need currency, but we need some kind of exchange. Some kind of exchange. That means in olden days they used to have the barter system. I give some and you give some to me. I have vegetables and you have rice. I used to give my vegetables to you and I take your rice. Thus both will be, yes, to win and win process. I give something and you give something. Let us both live together.
The day will come again.
Will
they will come again?
That may not come back. No, that won't. All that because you are already caught up with the currency anyway. You are in this real pool. So you have to get along with this as how best you will be able to have that exchange in a positive way to be transacted.
You're talking about having this care needs program in tribal areas, but isn't it the real way to solve the problem is to educate everybody there, right? So we temporarily giving them these things, it's a good as a temporary measure. In the long term, the way to solve the problem is having all the kids who are upcoming generation educated so that
Exactly, you are 100% right, Amma. So the facilitators whom we gave training, they are not only giving temporary facilities there, they are also identifying the children to bring to the schools. Because we have 2 schools there which are residential. So our facilitators motivate the parents to send their children to those schools. But our schools have a limit, because though we have a school where there are about 450 students in one school and about 325 students in another school. But we can't provide facilities to everybody in the school because the population is more. So they have to send their children to other schools. Probably the people may not like it. They don't want to send their children to faraway places. One. Second thing is, the government is spoiling the people in such a way by giving them about 125 rupees a day if you show your head. No matter whether you are big or small, even if they take a small guy to the work, then the government pays 125 rupees for them as a vote banking or vote catching system. That's how they do. And of course, all the governments are doing. In general, in India, it is happening. So that's not just one Andhra Pradesh problem. Tamil Nadu is doing still worse than that. And other states also doing in the same way. When you ask them to send their child to the school, they say, we lose money. If my child goes to the school, who gives me money? But when they take money, they really don't work. The problem is that the government is, as I said, it is a vote catching process they do. The work they have to do per day is only just 2 hours. Afternoon at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, they go just like officers. And then they sit in some place. Because they are the labor, right? So they take the stones from here and keep in the next area for 2 hours. They take the money, they go. Okay. Tomorrow they come back, take these stones again and throw them there. Take that money and then they keep going. It's only 2 hours job. But after that, if there are 5 people in a home, they get about 600 a day. And take that money, they drink, and they have the other facilities like TVs and stuff. And then that's how they spend the whole day.